Hello everyone, and we are back. I am hopefully going to finish the tutorial today. I would love to because tutorials are boring, no matter what. Anyway, let's get into it. Witness, your name and occupation, please.
Witness?
Name, Ted Tene. Occupation, bomb disposal specialist.
Oh my, what a strange robotic voice you have.
Speech synthesis via typing. It is the same as me talking. He sounds exactly like a robot.
Can't you speak in a normal manner?
I can.
You can?
But I do not like to speak. Speaking is inefficient, I guess. Energy expenditure speaking is greater than typing, understand?
What an odd witness.
Oh, it's not. Mr. Tetney was in charge of the bomb for that trial and was there when it went off.
Being a bomb squad specialist, do you have any relation to the defendant?
Negative. I first met the girl while on this job. Many people are employed by the police. I know only a fraction of them. However, I was shocked when I first discovered the body of the victim.
Shocked?
I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. I went there to ensure safety, but I ended up discovering a dead body.
So he was the first one to discover the body, was he?
He's here to testify about the circumstances surrounding the moment of the explosion.
Very well. The court will hear Mr. Tetney's testimony. But at the very least, show this court some respect and remove that face guard, witness.
Oh god. That's terrifying. And the bomb went off. Oh, I love this soundtrack so much. It's so good. The bomb was originally disarmed by me, then transported here as evidence. Bomb name HH-3000, operated by timer or with a remote. I was watching from the gallery when I suddenly became alarmed. I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down. So even though the bomb was supposed to be disarmed, it somehow got switched on. Precisely. Activating timer is very similar. Freaking. 1. Connect wires. 2. Switch on timer. A monkey could do it. I am sure even you would be able to, Mr. Wright. Well, that's just insulting. I guess this makes you the blue monkey in the barrel of fun, boss.
I would like to begin my cross-examination.
Of course.
Mr. Tetney, what is that?
HH-3000, aka a bomb. Yep.
A bomb! Great googly moogly. Ah! Mr. Tetney, I demand that you disarm at this instant.
Disassembly complete.
Oh my god.
HMP 5.3 seconds, 0.2 seconds short of my personal best.
Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I'm not exactly a spring chicken, you know.
This is an exact replica of HH-3000. I use it to practice disarming bombs. Disarm equals success. Explosion equals failure.
An exact replica of the bomb that exploded, is it? That's what it looked like.
I submitted a photograph of the real bomb taken just before the trial. Dimensions 10 inches height times 10 inch width times 10 inch D. Weight 12 pounds. A perfect replication.
Your bomb does appear to be a very good copy indeed.
Yes, however, I could not replicate the detonation mechanism. It has a very puzzling wiring setup. It is regrettable I could not replicate it.
Witness, that's enough. There is no need to replicate anything here. And now let the defendant will begin their cross-examination. Where's Miss Sykes gone to?
Oh, poor Athena.
Athena, you can come out now.
Okay, Mr. Wright, let's get to work.
I guess you were pretty scared, huh?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. He was about to bolt. Hey, put a sock in it, Widget.
As transparent as ever.
Now, let's see, where were we?
We were at the cross-examination.
Oh, the cross-examination, of course.
She seems disoriented. I wonder if she's alright. Maybe I should ask Athena if she remembers how to cross-examine to help her focus. We're skipping the tutorial. Nah, no need to do that right now. She'll be fine.
I'll do everything I can to help. If you can't find any contradictions, and you flub up too often, don't be afraid to ask me for help.
Oh, I don't remember that. Huh.
Tap the consult panel when it appears to consult with me. I'll let you know if I think the statement is suspicious.
Sounds good. I'll be counting on you if I get in a bind. Alright, it's cross-examination time. I'm a force name, I think.
Objection!
Heck yeah. So you say you saw the bomb's countdown. Is that right?
Of course, I clearly saw it counting down to 0.
And I say that you are clearly lying.
What are you talking about?
There's no way you could have seen the bomb's timer. After all, the bomb was concealed inside a stuffed animal. Mr. Tetonate, how can you claim to know the bomb was about to go off when you couldn't even see the timer? Oh, yes.
That is... What? No!
That does seem like a glaring inconsistency indeed. Witness, how do you explain this?
Well, Oh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You found a contradiction right off the bat.
Always remember, Athena, when you find an inconsistency in a witness's testimony, there's always a reason behind it. It could be a lie, a hidden meaning, a secret, whatever it is, it's up to us to dig it out.
And pointing out every contradiction we find is the best way to do it, right, boss?
Now the question is, what can we dig out of Mr. Tetonate?
Well, let me see. No. There must be some mistake. Oh, yes, of course. I remember now. The sound. I knew it because of the sound.
Sound? What sound?
When the timer of this type of bomb is switched on, it beeps softly. Beep, beep, beep. It is the sound of the bomb counting down.
A beeping noise, you say? I suppose it would be possible to notice that even with the bomb inside the stuffed animal.
I simply made a mistake. My bad.
Objection!
How in the world do you hear such a tiny little sound all the way from the gallery?
Listening for the sound of a bomb's timer is an integral part of my work. I constantly undergo training so that I will never miss it.
I hardly think training would help you hear something so soft from so far away. What now?
Are you making light of the fine science of disarming bombs? It is a solemn mission that I put my life on the line to perform. What kind of specialist would I be if I could not hear a bomb's timer? It's not like disassembling a toaster, you know.
Now he's just showing off.
You keep asserting that the sound was too tiny to hear, but the only tiny thing here is your skill as a lawyer. Being suspicious is not an attractive quality, you know.
He's trying his best. And you're just overflowing with attractive qualities, are you?
Or perhaps you have some proof that Mr. Tetonate did not hear the sound?
Well, no, but still seems totally suspect. But it's going to be really hard to prove that he didn't hear something. If I have this correct, the prosecution argument is that someone reactivated the bomb before it was brought into the courtroom. What I don't understand, Mr. Payne, is why you believe that person to be Miss Woods.
That's simple, Your Honor. Mr. Tutney happened to be there when it happened. He was there when the defendant rearmed the bomb.
What's this now?
It happened before the trial started. It was when Detective Army and I were transporting the bomb. He brought the bomb to the lobby for the defense. Bomb equals evidence. The lawyer wanted to see it before the start of the trial. Looking for a chance to get at the bomb, Miss Woods was... Oh, wrong voice. Looking for a chance to get at the bomb, Miss Woods was already there in the lobby. Her goal was surely to rearm the bomb and steal the remote switch. The remote switch. Yes, the switch that controls the bomb remotely. Duh. It has been missing ever since the incident. I am partially to blame. I left the bomb and remote on top of the transport case, and they were rearmed and stolen while I was talking with the lawyer. The defendant then used the remote from the instruments of the courtroom to start the timer.
How can you assert so unequivocally that the bomb was rearmed in the lobby?
The bomb was safely secured in the transport case. The only time it was outside of the case was in the lobby. Therefore, that was the only opportunity anyone had to meddle with it.
Someone other than Mr. Tetney could have opened the case and taken the bomb out.
Impossible. The transport case is assigned exclusively to me. Do you see that number here? That is my identification number. And I have the only key that can open the case.
Nevertheless, Mr. Payne's assertion is nothing more than conjecture. You have no proof that it was Miss Woods who stole the remote switch.
And by the same token, you have no proof it wasn't her. But I do have a piece of evidence that proves the defendant handled the bomb.
Ah, that tail!
5 minutes, 24 seconds, 2.3 deciseconds. The defense's advantage lasted a mere 5 minutes.
Ugh, talk about a rotten hand. You ever seen your poker days, huh, Phoenix? As long as they have her fingerprints as their trump card, I'm at a big disadvantage. It appears we will have to hear from the defendant herself once more.
I wholeheartedly agree, Your Honor. I would recall Miss Woods to the stand.
I trust you have no objections, Mr. Wright. I'm worried about her condition, but we do need her testimony. On the other hand, I'm not sure I want to make Athena mad.
I can read your feelings, you know, boss.
Guess there's no hiding from her, huh?
Don't worry. I know we need her testimony. But if anybody picks on her again, they'll pay.
Guess she's already at anger level 1.
Don't worry. I'll stop the proceedings before I let anything bad happen to her.
The defense has no objections, Your Honor.
In that case, I will take my leave. But before I do, there is just one more thing, Mr. Wright. Is it?
Me? Yes?
Dismantling bombs is my job. Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try.
This guy is hiding something. I just know it.
Now, if you will excuse me.
Bailiff, please go out to the lobby and bring back the defendant. Poor Junie.
Junie! Athena!
She looks even worse off than before.
Don't worry, Junie. We're here for you.
Thanks, Nina. And I'll do my best too.
You blew up the courtroom because you bear resentment against the courts, correct?
No, of course not. What's that you say?
I can barely hear you.
I haven't done anything wrong. The prosecutor's scary.
What an impudent little girl! Stop acting innocent and tell the truth.
You just suck. There's no way around that. This is getting ugly. You rearmed the bomb because you wanted to blow up the courthouse. Admit it. That's why you went to the lobby where Mr. Justice was. Isn't that right?
Mr. Wright?
Can I go give that prosecutor a smack? What? Of course not! You have to review Courtroom Manners 101 again. What did she do? Oh my god.
You can't let a creep that bullies innocent girls like this off so easily.
I haven't forgotten about how he treated you.
Don't worry about me. Just help Junie. Her heart's crying out. She's so scared. So very scared.
Looks like Athena's picking up something on her heightened sense of hearing. And it sounds like this time it's the voice of Miss Wood's heart. Don't deny it. You stole the remote switch and used it in the courtroom, didn't you?
Objection!
Your Honor, please put a stop to this. Mr. Payne is badgering the defendant.
Yes, Miss Woods does seem quite frightened. Mr. Payne, I ask that you behave more like a gentleman.
Ah, but you don't know, Your Honor. There is no more a gentleman in this world than I. Ugh, as if a gentleman or even gentleman would behave like he does. Don't let that rude ruffian win. How dare you call a gentleman such as I a rude ruffian? I'll have you know I attended a manners class every Saturday. I'm more than a mere gentleman. I am gentleman. Not when you're terrorizing a young lady or not. I demand my money back from that manners class if I were you.
I should probably be the adult here and stop the two of them, but... Mr. Payne, that will be enough. Certainly, Your Honor. No further questions. Let's move on to the defendant's testimony. Miss Woods, please share with the court what you were doing when the bomb went off. Oh, poor Athena. Oh, wait, Junie, not Athena. When the bomb went off.
Well, that day, I was watching from the gallery. The bomb went off, and rubble started falling and fell on top of me.
Oh, poor girl. Wait, it fell on top of you?
Junie's clearly in pain, being forced to recall the bombing like this. She can't even get her words out.
This is going to work, so what now? Hey, wait a minute. Even if she can't vocalize what she wants to say, we can listen inside her heart. Yes, now's the perfect time to use Athena's power. You can hear it, can't you, Athena? The cries of Miss Wood's heart?
Yes, and they sound incredibly strained. She's so scared. I think she could collapse at any second.
Athena has a unique ability, you see. With her finely tuned sense of hearing, she can hear the words of a witness's heart. In essence, she can sense how a person is really feeling from the tone of their voice. I guess it's all up to Athena and her special ability now. Athena, I want to use the analytical psychology you studied and listen to the testimony of Miss Wood's heart.
Okay, boss, I'll give it a go. After all, this is the whole reason I put all the effort into studying analytical psychology. Of course, let's do this!
So your holographic thingamabob can show us how Miss Woods is feeling, right?
In a nutshell, yes. The emotions and the images that I pick up on just now while listening to her testimony, I can enter all that into widget and use Mode Matrix to analyze them. These mode markers here reflect functions in Junie's emotions. When she feels happy or is enjoying the memory, the happy marker will light up. When she feels angry or frustrated, the angry marker will react. When she feels saddened or is frightened by a memory, the sad marker will blink. And when she feels surprised or confused, the surprised marker will let us know.
So with your special ability and widget's Matrix program, we can track how Miss Woods is feeling as she testifies. Talk about the wonders of technology.
Yep, now let's give it a shot. I'm picking up some kind of discord or noise in Junie's heart. See here? This is what the noise looks like in the moon matrix. It's a result of inconsistencies between her testimony and her feelings. If we can pinpoint these inconsistencies, the noise level should drop.
Okay, it's time to listen to Miss Wood's true testimony. In my defense, this is one of my favorite parts of the game. Anyway.
I think I have a good grasp on Junie's emotional state now. This power of Athena is incredible, and I'm seeing an unexpected emotion that's inconsistent with the content of her testimony.
What? Already?
Look at this. When she says it fell on top of me, the happy marker is reacting.
Well, look at that. That is odd.
There must be a reason for this contradictory emotion. We just need to do some digging. When you find the unexpected emotion, tap on the unexpected emotion from one of our four moon markers.
Which is registering joy when Miss Woods recalls the rubble falling on her. There must be a reason for this unexpected emotion. Miss Woods! As the rubble was falling, was there also something that made you feel happy?
What? Mr. Wright, the feeling of happiness is spreading throughout Junie's heart. Keep going on this point, and I bet Junie will start to calm down.
Great! Let's hear what she has to say.
Just as I was about to escape the courtroom, the bomb went off. I was so startled. I tripped, and then rubble started falling on the top of me. I really thought I was done for. But just then, Apollo came and rescued me.
Apollo!
He used his own body to shield me from the rubble.
Oh my god. So that's when he's sustaining those injuries. You didn't think your son was hurt, did you?
How do you feel, Junie? Did talking about Apollo give you some courage?
Yes, Apollo is just like the sun, strong and bright and warm. Just talking about it makes me feel like a leaf undergoing photosynthesis.
Okay.
And see, your coughing stopped all of a sudden.
Oh, you're right. Thank you, Athena.
Woohoo! Looks like we're able to draw out some new testimony.
Pretty neat, huh? But there's still some noise left, meaning there's still supposed to be some discord in Junie's heart.
I guess we have to keep going then.
Then we put in new information and update the moon matrix, and we'll be good to go. You remember what to do, right?
When I find an unexpected emotion, I should touch pinpoint.
That's right. And then tap the unexpected emotion from the moon markers. If we can find the reason the discord in her heart, then we should be able to draw out even more new testimony.
Oh my god, Apollo. Oh man, Apollo. You were happy when Mr. Justice rescued you, weren't you?
Yes, I was really happy.
But was there also something you felt sad about at the same time?
Sad?
The reason I ask is, when you were describing how you were rescued, we sensed a little sadness too.
Oh, I think it was probably because of Bump Rap Riney.
Bump Rap Riney? Well, what do you know? Something new.
That's right. I brought my stuffed animal, Bump Rap Riney, to watch the trial with me. Bump Rap Riney and Phony Fanty are brothers.
Who knew that the legal world could conspire a whole new line of merchandise?
I had Bump Rap Riney with me while I was watching the trial. But it wasn't until a bull saved me that I realized I lost him as I was running away.
My poor Rhiney, a victim of that terrible rom.
Oh, I know. You can see what he looks like in this poster.
Why do you have that?
It's for the campaign to eradicate fake evidence and false charges.
Phoenix is feeling nothing but guilt. Only Fanty and Bump Rap Rhiney, huh? Nothing against campaign, but why an elephant and a rhinoceros?
Mr. Wright, you don't sense any discord in Judy's heart anymore.
Woohoo! So I guess that means we managed to draw out all of her testimony.
That's right. I'll just make an update with the new info and we'll have the whole picture. So, do you think her new testimony will help?
Absolutely. I don't know what I would have done without you, Athena. So Bump Rap Ronnie was in that courtroom when the bomb went off. Now that we know that, it changes the meaning of that other piece of evidence. All I have to do is present it at the right statement. Yeah, I think it's not the same. Can I present? I think it's this. Yeah, that's alright. It doesn't have a tails. Miss Woods, I know this trial's been very hard for you, but you can relax now. You are, without a doubt, innocent. Mr. Wright, what a wild assertion are you making now? My wild assertion is simply this. The two stuffed animals were mixed up. The tail the defendant's fingerprints were found on wasn't that of the phony Fanty. It was the tail of her gallery companion, Bump Rap Rhiney. I love this soundtrack.
Objection! What? What nonsense is that? I concede they're both stuffed animals, yes, but they're completely different characters. An elephant and a rhino. They're as distinct as a defense lawyer and a prosecutor.
But are they really so different? Both defense lawyers and prosecutors try to protect the peace through law.
Even elephants and rhinos have similar characteristics. They're both gray, for example.
Nice job, Athena. Anyway, this poster's all we need to prove my assertion to be true. If I may direct the court's attention here, you'll clearly see how the two got mixed up. The tail. Wow, would you look at that? The two tails are exactly the same! Yes, exactly. The two stuffed animals are based on entirely different animals, but the design of their tails is exactly the same. Ah! Order in the court. As long as the possibility exists that the tail belongs to the Bump Rap Rhiney, we cannot consider it to be decisive proof the defendant handled the bomb. As things stand, I consider the charges against the accused unsustaining. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Payne?
Oh, yes, of course, Your Honor. Oh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You turned things right around.
Yeah, it's not over yet, but at least we managed to hold out this long. I believe that brings our proceedings for today to a close. Mr. Payne, I'm afraid you have some serious investigating ahead of you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Let us reconvene tomorrow. Court is adjourned.
That was so exciting, boss. We did it! True to form, you managed to just barely pull it off at the very last moment.
True to form? Gee, I never knew you had such a glowing opinion of me.
Thank you for everything you are doing.
You did great, Miss Woods. You really stuck it out.
And you got really brave at the end, just when we needed you most, Junie. Thanks to you, we're able to turn things around. Oh, you were the one who gave me that courage, Athena. Really? Thanks!
To be honest, wasn't I any help at all? Of course. Without you, we would never have gone out of that tight spot.
That's good to hear. I may still have a lot to learn, but you can bet I'm going to give it my all. I'll be so good that one day you'll call me your partner.
That's what I like to hear. Analytical psychology. The ability to solve the riddles of a person's heart. Athena's true potential is beginning to really shine through now.
Hey, where's Apollo anyway?
Good question. I almost forgot about him. Wow! What a great dad! I assumed he'd still be here in the lobby.
Oh, I know. Maybe he's still in courtroom number 4?
Court number 4? What would he be doing at the scene of the explosion?
When I came out into the lobby to rest, I told Apollo about Bum Rap Riley. I told him I trapped Riley in the courtroom as I was trying to escape before the blast. And then Apollo said he had an idea where Riley might be, so we went to take a look together.
Huh, I guess Apollo can be pretty nice when he wants to be.
Wow, we're just being snarky to him. Thus the saga of Apollo will never know happiness has begun. It's begun a long time ago. So you went looking for Ryan together before you were called back into courtroom number 5.
Yes. I had some time to rest, so I was able to go and look for him. But then they called me into courtroom number 5 to testify. Apollo insisted on staying there, though.
With all those injuries, I wonder how he's managing.
I think Apollo might have figured something out.
I wonder what it was.
He told me, I'm going to look for evidence to clear your name, Juniper.
Just maybe he found some new piece of evidence?
Anyway, you better go and get him.
Okay, I think a cutscene's gonna play, so I'm gonna save. I think that's the end of the tutorial. So I'll let the cutscene play, and that'll be all. I'll see you guys later. Good idea.
Where are you, Apollo? Trial's over for today. Come on, I know